Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Syracuse. Kickoff, and we'll be underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So North Carolina's offense will have the football first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The give out of the gun. Jukes his way for more.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his man. It's good. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On the ground, it's Goss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Lopez wants to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Culliver. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Give to the running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Short of Indiana's Kurt Signetti, perhaps no one had a more impressive debut in 2024 than Fran Brown at Syracuse, and they're set up well to continue their success.
Well, Fran Brown did a great job in the portal bringing in Kyle McCord at quarterback. He really helped ignite the offense. Now all of a sudden you've got to replace that missing piece. So I think a big part of the success this year, David, for Syracuse offense, can you score points and can you have a consistent signal call?
Yeah, because you're losing that quarterback first of all and all the guys he was throwing to. So they won 10 games way ahead of schedule. Fran Brown promising now. Got to do it. Got to reload with some new cast of characters and a little more difficult schedule.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him still on his feet. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Inside the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the right. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking deep. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Got some room to run. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hard running there. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Willis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Gets away from one. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The offense has it first and 10 from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Gill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed.
Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And this one is perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Lopez wants to fire. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally,
and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
They'll line up for a second down play. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to run it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez to pass. Got a man. It's Culliver. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Good. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Good. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Culliver. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick completion on the out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah,
and the ball is loose on the return. Scooped up by the kicking team. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Puts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. Here we go. Lopez wants to fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Carolina! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the return. Knocked down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job.
Found the seam on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 4th down, going to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball.
Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the defense.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Finds a man on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. The offense changing the play. Lopez to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Fires to the right. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake baked. Second down, he'll throw it. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.